We have a weather smorgasbord this weekend. Let's jump into it here. We're going to start off with our coastal flood advisory along the Jersey Shore counties for that Saturday morning high tide. 6 to 12 inches of salt water will be on those susceptible roadways, and I do think Black Horse Pike and White Horse Pike between AC and the mainland going to be flooded. Could even be closed for a period of time. If you're talking about going from Ocean City into Summers Point on the bridges, that area right as soon as you start to go over to Summers Point could be flooded as well. And it's going to be very cold too. Look at these wind chills. Saturday at 1 a.m., we're around 10 degrees for a wind chill. And then only in the single digits and on the lower end of the single digits for many places as we start off our day on Saturday. And I'll tell you what, air temps in the teens could mean that we could be talking about flooded roadways that ended up icing over in some of these spots as we go into our Saturday morning. Even during the afternoon, wind chills only in the low teens. Code blue alerts are in effect for Atlantic, Cape May, Cumberland, even Ocean County too as we go into the next couple of days. So call 211 for warming center information. Here's a look at our air temps Saturday morning. 17 in Galloway, 16 in Toms River, 16 over in Stowe Creek. We rise to 25 in Stowe Creek. That is it for our Saturday here. Mid-20s for everyone with a strong northwesterly wind. It will be cold. You will want the hat, the jacket, the gloves, the scarf, and the hand warmers if you're out for a long period of time. Now, let's talk about what's going to happen Sunday night to Monday. That's our other high-impact event that we're having here. Looks like the winds will be the biggest threat with this. More than tidal flooding, more than the rainfall flooding, more than the snow for sure here. Let's talk about the precipitation first. Generally, east of the Parkway, all rain here, at least until you get up to about Monmouth County. Then you can see a little bit of a brief mix to rain, and that's what we'll talk about here for all those areas in Pink, Hamilton, Vineland, Bridgeton, getting over to Jackson Township. 1 to 3 hours of wintry weather turning to rain. It's not until you get to the Turnpike Corridor where you're talking about solid snow turning to rain, but even there, 2-3 hours of wintry weather. This is not a storm for snow here anywhere really in South Jersey or even into Philadelphia. Here's our storm timeline. Precipitation picks up 6 to 9 p.m. on Sunday. Worst of it is overnight. Now, this could be a problem because many of us are going to be sleeping and you might not know if the power's out. You might not know if a large tree limb is hanging off, your house or something like that. It is going to be a dangerous situation with the winds. And then as we go into the rest of Monday, coastal flooding, gusty winds all day long, not damaging winds, but gusty winds. And we will be talking about some rain showers that end probably during what would be the morning commute on our Martin Luther King Day. Here's a look at our forecasted radar. Notice a little bit of snow, those blues getting into Cumberland County, but it's pretty much rain for the coastal areas, and that continues. By Sunday at 10 o'clock, we're raining everywhere here. We have a strong easterly wind, turns to the south and east here. This is when we could be talking about damaging winds as that center of the low pressure system pretty much rides up the I-95 corridor and then kind of hops over into Long Island there. But by that point, we should be wrapping up. I think the steady precipitation's out by 7 a.m., and we're talking about just a spotty shower throughout the day. Winds still stiff, but they're coming out of the south and west. Could be talking about rainfall totals here. Rain totals between 1 to 1 3/4 inches. That will be enough for some areas of stream and creek flooding, as well as roadway flooding, not related to what's going to happen with the tides. Here's the winds. And pay attention to tropical storm force. That's 39 miles an hour or greater. There is the potential that we get there early on Monday along the shore. That's problematic. That means power outages. That means damaging winds here. Even inland, these are sustained winds, constantly blowing 25 to 30. Gusts inland in the 40s, gusts at the shore in the 50s. Bet you a few places are going to touch 60 as well, and it's all because of this map here. These are our winds about 2,500 feet high, 925 millibar air pressure layer. This could mix down to the surface. This is like a top and worst case scenario. 70 to 75 miles an hour worst case scenario. I don't think we get there. You need a thunderstorm to do that. I don't see it. 4 a.m. on Monday, still staying strong, still staying from the east. That's why we're worried about coastal flooding with the Monday morning high tide here, particularly in Ocean and Monmouth counties where we will be in moderate flood stage. That means unraised homes and businesses can certainly go underwater here or get a little bit of water as we go into Monday morning. Now, the good news is winds should be turning offshore by the time high tide comes. So it actually could be worse. If high tide was at 2 in the morning, probably talking about moderate flood stage everywhere. Looking ahead, going to be cold here as we go into the 21st into the 27th of January. A 77% chance of being below average. That means more high temperatures in the 30s, more lows in the teens. Here's a look at our inland 7-day forecast. Saturday, again, bitterly cold here across the area. Sunday, dry all day long, so actually not bad to prep maybe for the winds on Sunday. Then as we go into Sunday night into early Monday, we do have our storm, full moon on Monday as well. And then as we go into next week, going to be dry for the middle portion of the week. Temperatures hovering around seasonable. Friday, we're watching out for another coastal storm here. Could be talking about rain or snow. We won't start talking about that until we get to Monday here. So stay safe, everybody, this weekend. We'll have more updates for you on our website, or you can always give me a follow on social media.